This is the video for numbers 21 through 40 on the semester review. Number 21 is giving you a graph and telling you that it is modeling the depth of water in a small fountain during a severe rainstorm. They're asking you what the y-intercept represents. So that's when the hours are 0. That is the height of water. So it is the depth of the fountain before the rainstorm. It's how much water was in there before the rain started coming down. For mine, that is A. For yours, that might be another letter. Number 22 is the same graphic, but this time they're asking you what is the slope of the line and what does the slope represent. So you don't even actually have to find the slope of the line. You really just have to find what the slope represents, and that's the inches in water as it's increasing over the number of hours. So it's basically the rate at which the depth increases. For number 23, you would have to write two equations that are modeling dog 1 and dog 2's growth. So it would be the weight equals, your initial weight is like a y-intercept, and the rate of growth is like a slope. So the first one would be 3t plus 1. The other one would be w equals, rate of growth is 4.5 per t plus its initial weight of 4 pounds. So those are the two equations. On my particular example, it looks like mine is answer choice D. Yours might be a different answer choice, but those are the two equations. All right, number 24 is where you are breaking down the intervals based on whether or not they're increase, decrease, or constant. We're looking for something that starts out constant, so it's going to be flat. Then it is going to be decreasing, so it's going down. Then it's increasing and then decreasing. So I'm going to look for flat and then going down. So this is flat and then going up. This is flat then going down. And none of the other ones start out at flat, so this one must be the answer. Yours might be a different letter again, but this is the picture that models the situation. For number 25, the graph models the height, h in meters, of a hot air balloon t minutes after beginning to descend. How high was the balloon when it began its descent? So basically it's asking for the y-intercept, which is, looks like 85 meters. So the answer to number 25 is just 85. Number 26 is an equation that you should work out. I would suggest in paper. I need to distribute 4 to both terms inside, so I've got 28 minus 4x equals 12. Trying to isolate the variable, I would move 28 over. I've got negative 4x equals 12 minus 28 is going to give me a negative 16. When I divide by negative 4, I get that x is equal to a positive 4. Question 27 is exponent rules, laws of exponents. When I multiply the bases, I add the exponents, so this should be x to the 18th power. Number 28 is giving you a negative exponent and saying simplify. That's because you need to remember how to make an exponent positive. If it is negative in technically the numerator of a fraction, we need to move 10 to the negative 6 to the denominator to become 10 to the positive 6. But since nothing's left up top, there is a 1 placeholder. So it is 1 over 10 to the 6. 1/10 caret key 6. Number 29. Another equation, I'm just isolating a variable. I would move over the 4 to have 1/4 x equals 8. Multiply by the reciprocal of 4 over 1 to get rid of the 1/4. 8 times 4 is 32, so x equals 32. Question number 30, the easiest way to solve this is to take the 9.9 times 10 to the 6th and divide it by the 3 times 10 to the 4th. On both sides. And when you do that, it will tell you in your calculator what the variable n should represent just by looking at the exponent. So it is actually supposed to be 2. All right, number 31 is a function question. So you're trying to decide whether this relation represents a function. In order to be a function, x cannot repeat. This graphic here is saying 1 happens twice and 2 happens twice. Therefore, this cannot be a function. It is only a relation. Number 32, another equation. I need to spend some time first distributing. So I've got 3x minus 2x minus 2 equals 2x minus 7. Combine like terms. 3x minus 2x is a positive x minus 2. Got x's on both sides, so I need them to get them together. So I got negative 2 equals x minus 7. When I add 7 to both sides, negative 2 plus 7 is 5, so the answer should be x equals 5 for number 32. Number 33. First order of business is to distribute. I've got negative 138 is greater than or equal to negative 36x plus 42. When I minus 42 from both sides, I have negative 180 is greater than or equal to negative 36x. When I divide both sides by negative 36, I do believe it gives you 5, but now instead of less than or equal to, because I divided by a negative, it is going to flip to be greater than or equal to. X is greater than or equal to 5. Number 34. Combine like terms. You've got 6x and 6x. You've got 12x plus 2 is less than 14. Minus 2 from both sides, so 12x is less than 12. And when you divide both sides by 12, x is less than 1. So you've got to put the variable, the sign, and the number for the whole answer. Last few here, number 35. There's a lot going on. Need to combine like terms. Negative 8x plus 2x is going to leave us with negative 6x minus 16. It's less than negative 5x plus 7 is going to be 2x. Get our variable on the same side together. Negative 16 is less than 8x. So when I divide by 8, negative 2 is less than x. So if I rearrange it, x is greater than negative 2. We usually write the variable on the left. Number 36. Distribute and combine like terms. So we've got 30 plus 15x plus 7 is less than or equal to 127. 30 and 7 go together to be 37 plus 15x is greater than or equal to 127. When I minus 37 from both sides, 15x is greater than or equal to 90. And when I divide by 15, x is greater than or equal to 6. Number 37. Distribute, and I got 3 minus 6x is greater than 3 minus 6x. So the same thing's greater than itself. That's false. If it had said equal to, it would have been true, but this is a false statement, therefore it is no solution. Number 38, we'll distribute and clean it up. So on the first parentheses, I've got negative 4 plus 4x. Second parentheses, I've got minus 4x minus 20. It's less than or equal to negative 24. 4x minus 4x goes away. Negative 4 minus 20 gives me negative 24 is less than or equal to negative 24. Well, because there's this or equals to situation, that's a true statement, which means it is infinite solutions. That is for number 38. Number 39, you will distribute that negative 4 first. You've got 28 minus 7x is less than or equal to negative 28x plus 28. When you get your x terms on the same side, I will add 28x to both sides, and I am left with 21x, because 28 minus 7 will give me 21x. When I minus 28 from both sides, 21x is less than or equal to 0. And even when I divide by 21, x is less than or equal to 0. Last one, I need to distribute the 7, and I've got 28 minus x is greater than or equal to 7x minus 28. Get our x terms together by adding an x to both sides. Got 28 is greater than or equal to 8x minus 28. When I add this 28 over to the other side, I've got 56 is greater than or equal to 8x. And when I divide by 8, 7 is greater than or equal to x, therefore x is less than or equal to 7. When I rewrite it, I got to remember it's like a mirror image, the entire thing flips.